5 years ago, I was working in an office job where I was working 40 hours a week, stuck in an office, and really hated where I was at with my life. I was making good money. I could leave the office when I wanted to, but I just wasn't happy or feeling fulfilled. Now I'm living in Thailand. I have this beautiful villa. I go to the beach every day. I hit the gym twice a day. And all of it is because I built an online business and took that risk and leap of faith and bet on myself. So just know that if you're feeling lost, stuck, out of place, and you don't have many friends or family who you'd want to trade shoes with, just know there's people out there that are living a life that you want to live. And you just need to get inspired by following them on YouTube, social media, and realize that there is a better lifestyle for you if you desire and seek it. One thing I'll say though is if you want to start an online business or work for yourself, it's not easy. It's not all rainbows and sunshine. You're going to have to take risks. You're going to be working long hours, especially when you're starting out. And you're going to have to find people to surround yourself with who have a similar goal as you, or you're going to feel isolated at times and it's going to feel really overwhelming. So if you're just starting out, I definitely recommend finding different communities to start networking with people who are in a spot that you want to be or chasing a similar goal as you. There are school communities, subreddits, Facebook groups, but just get immersed with other people who are chasing a similar goal as you, and you'll feel a lot more motivated, locked in, and you'll feel less lonely when you start to hit walls or barriers when starting or building an online business. So in this video, I'm going to break down 8 different ways you can make money online, and specifically some of my favorite online businesses that I've done to generate 6 figures in annual income and allow myself to live anywhere in the world and travel whenever I want. If you want to live a life on your own terms or get business ideas on what you can start so that you can work anywhere in the world and just from a laptop or a phone, you're going to want to watch this video. Before we start though, please like and subscribe if you want to learn more about different online businesses and get updated on future content and videos that I post. So before we get into this list of 8 of my favorite online businesses, I will first say that 4 of them I have personally built and 3 of them I have made 6 figures from. So just know that I'm not talking about every single online business out there. I'm talking about 8 of them and specifically 4 that I have tested and made over 6 figures myself, many of which I've built actually while traveling the world and just working from my laptop. So let's get started. My first online business that I would recommend starting is actually less of a business and more about just getting into making money online and learning high income skills. The first business I'll talk about is freelancing. Freelancing means you're just working as a contractor for different businesses or creators or entrepreneurs. You need to learn a high income skill, whether it's copywriting, marketing, newsletters, anything online that you can offer a skill at, even like virtual assistants. You can quickly make money online and just work from a laptop or phone and start getting that remote setup and just experience overall on running an online business. I would recommend, if you're going to go this route, to try to work for someone who you can learn from and provide value to, because you're not just going to learn what it's like to work remotely, but also what it's like for them to run their online business. And it can be a really good way to just get started with making money online and in the online business world. Me personally, I self-taught SEO about 5 years ago. The nice thing about freelancing is you can learn a high income skill in like 3 to 6 months, and you can start charging as much as you'd want or as little as you'd want. I'd recommend learning a skill, doing it either for free or charging a very little amount and reaching out to businesses in your area or getting on like Upwork or Fiverr. You can start with a skill like, let's just say, social media management, and charge $300 to $500 a month, get your first client, do as much as you can for them. One mistake I would recommend avoiding when doing this is jumping in and charging $5,000 a month when you have no experience doing what you're doing. It's better to start low and get your first clients, get those testimonials, learn from your mistakes, and get really good at your skill before you start charging ridiculous amounts and working with clients that are a little bit out of your league. It's a lot better just get that experience and get started versus trying to fake how good you are and potentially to deal with lawsuits or angry customers. This leads really well into my second business. If you really enjoy freelancing and you want to scale up and start making more and building out a team, this is a really good opportunity to start what's called a service-based agency. So you can start like a marketing agency, an SEO agency, a copywriting agency, literally anything you can think of. You can start an agency for that, start building a team, start bringing on 5, 10, 15, 20 clients. You can start building this business up to $10, $20, $30,000 a month in monthly revenue. And this is where you can start really turning what was previously a freelance and solo job into a team job and really get good at sales, operations, building a team, and start making really good money doing this. I have friends that are running marketing agencies that make anywhere from 200,000 to $1 million a year. And there are numbers of agencies that make even up to 8 figures a year. So just know that if you really love working with people, you love sales, clients, and doing what you love as a freelancer, then you'll probably want to consider starting an agency at some point as well. One mistake I would avoid here is if you really hate working with clients, you don't like working with people, you're probably not going to go this route as it's going to burn you out. You're going to get overwhelmed and exhausted dealing with people on a daily and weekly basis. My third favorite online business that I'd recommend is SaaS, which means software as a service. Right now, I'm running a SaaS company that I know we can get to a 7 and 8 figure company. Currently, it's not there. It's making over 6 figures, but we have a long way to go. SaaS is great if you're technically minded, have a background in software, developing, coding, and with technology nowadays, with like AI and vibe coding, you can build apps and software much faster than you could 5, 10 years ago. So if you're technically minded, love sitting behind a computer, aren't very social or just introverted, this is probably something you want to look at. SaaS companies can make anywhere from 50,000 a year to 6 figures, 7 figures, 8 figures a year. But SaaS is also very, very competitive. Just remember there's two different models you can go after: B2C, which means you're going after individuals and building solutions for them, or what my personal favorite is B2B, where you're going after businesses. You can charge higher price tags. Right now, our solutions we're charging anywhere from $10,000 to $20,000 a year from, because we're going after businesses and they have that budget. Challenges with running a SaaS company are that you have to be extremely good at sales, marketing, and understanding what your target audience wants and needs. A lot of mistakes I see with people building SaaS companies is they build something that they think is really cool and really useful, but they didn't do a good job of gauging the audience or the potential market and to get a good idea if this is something that could be used from day one. So don't make the mistake of building a company or a SaaS product before you have validated that it's something that's of interest to people. Again, earnings potential from SaaS companies are massive. You can make 7, 8 figures a year. The coolest part is the multiple that what you can sell them for. So if you're making even, let's just say 10 grand a month and you sell it for a 50, 60x multiple, all of a sudden you're making half a million, if not $1 million when you sell that business. SaaS multiples are like by far the best in the industry because they're very scalable and have a ton of potential once you build it and get that initial customer traffic going. My fourth favorite online business is something that I've actually taken part of with my brother as a partner. It is faceless social media and faceless YouTube. This is an interesting path, especially now with AI, because the internet is being flooded with AI content, AI voices, and a lot of faceless channels. So with that being said, there are some downsides. A lot of channels have started to limit the ad revenue that you can make from faceless channels and faceless content. But what I would say is if you're very creative and you understand like filmmaking or storytelling, then this is something definitely you should look into, but also try to think long term when you start this route. How are you going to monetize? My brother and I's faceless accounts actually went probably a year, year and a half without making really any money. And we're actually working on securing our first sponsor for the channel, and fingers crossed it'll be over 10K a month in sponsorships. So this could be huge for us. But just know faceless is not easy. It's very competitive. There's a lot of people doing it, but good strengths to do good at faceless are storytelling, very creative mindset, and again, just think long term on how you can monetize. Most faceless channels I know are making anywhere from $1,000 a month to $10,000 a month, but a lot of them are making less than $1,000 a month. So keep that in mind. And you also need to get a lot of views to make money on these types of accounts. So if you're doing short form, you've got to be getting at least 10 to 20 million views a month. In long form, you definitely want to be looking at least 1 million views a month to be making decent money from it. My fifth favorite online business to start is what I call a personal brand business. So what this means is if you're already skilled in something, have an incredible story, a transformation, or you can learn something really quickly, you can build your entire personal brand around that and build out like a course or a digital product or coaching. So an example of this might be like fitness coaches. They're very good at building their personal brands around their fitness lifestyle, eating healthy, going to the gym, and they build up a following with all this great content. And then they pitch coaching, education, fitness trackers, meal plans. So you can do a personal brand for any type of niche. If you're already very skilled at something or have experience or an expert in something, like you're a former financial planner or health coach or anything that you've personally helped people or been in the service industry, you could probably find a way to build a personal brand and monetize from this. Personal brands are awesome because you can make so much money. I know people making hundreds of thousands of dollars a month from their personal brand. And the nice thing is if you build up your brand and your following and your audience from social media, you can always pivot and start a new business or use that audience to build a business that might serve their purpose and intent. And you can kind of pivot throughout your journey on your personal brand. My sixth favorite online business is what's called affiliate marketing, pitching other people's products or services with an affiliate link. So just a link that tracks when you send them traffic. And then anytime they sell something, then you get a commission on any traffic you sent their way. So think of like building an audience on YouTube or social media or a website like a blog. And when you promote someone's product or service, you can insert your affiliate link. And then when someone clicks that and ultimately buys, you get a commission from it. The nice thing about affiliate marketing is that you can build any type of channel or audience on any platform as long as you can find a way to promote a product or service. So think of types of videos like best vacuum cleaners for my house or best golf clubs, like literally anything that you can think of, there's an affiliate program for. So the biggest challenge with this is you need to build content that gets in front of an audience. Like you don't just post and then have an audience immediately viewing it. Like you have to get really good at posting, whether it's social media, YouTube, or a blog or a website. But once you figure out affiliate marketing, you can make anywhere from $1,000 a month to most likely $10,000 a month. If you're really good and able to scale up very aggressively and find lucrative affiliate programs, you can definitely be making mid five figures, if not six figures a month. But these are very, very limited people, and it's very difficult to get there. For perspective, I built an affiliate marketing site right around COVID. And for around 3 or 4 years, I was making anywhere from $50,000 a year to $150,000 a year. And that was purely from just blog traffic. So just know that there are tons of different affiliate programs out there that you can monetize. The sky's limitless on this one, but it's still very competitive, so keep that in mind. One mistake I would avoid is jumping into an affiliate program or niche without doing much research, and especially in a niche where you don't have much knowledge or experience in. My seventh favorite online business is really good if you are in a local area and want to sell to businesses in your area. It's what's called a niche specific CRM company. So it's like a SaaS almost. There are tons of different CRMs that you can white label and basically sell it as your own software, but then sell it to dentists who maybe need help scheduling appointments or getting leads in or managing inbound calls. And there are tons of different software solutions out there that you can white label and then sell to different businesses in your area. If you know certain industries really well, or you are a former dentist or financial advisor or something where you have experience or know a lot of people in those industries, try to find a product you can white label and sell under your own business or your own name, and then sell it to these different industries. The benefits of this are you don't have to build a product. You just need to go sell and cold call. You can make a ton of money doing this because once you get people signed up, they're basically paying a monthly subscription for your software. And if it's helping them make more money, it's going to be really unlikely that they'll cancel unless they're just really struggling to grow with it. You can make thousands of dollars a month from this. Anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000 is pretty likely, but it's going to take a lot of work and a lot of cold calling. So make sure you feel comfortable picking up the phone and dialing. And number 8 for my favorite online businesses is what's called selling digital products. This is kind of similar to building a personal brand, but the nice thing about digital products are that you can build them and sell them without having to put your face out on anything. You can do faceless content, put your face on it and do content, but you basically are building a product like guide, maybe like 7-step checklist on getting out of credit card debt, or a 5-step process on how to get the cheapest flights to Europe or around the world. You build out a quick product, maybe it takes you a few hours, and then you find ways to market and sell that product for anywhere from $10 to $100. You can do pay-per-click ads, you can do content. There are tons of ways to do this where all you have to do is make the product and then find ways to sell it. And it's very low maintenance. You don't have to work with customers, you don't have to take sales calls. It's a low ticket product, so you just got to work on volume and getting it in front of people. One mistake I'll say to avoid with this is that don't go into it without knowing that you have to sell hundreds, if not thousands of products to make very good money doing it. So you got to think at scale, and you have to have a good understanding on how much volume there will be that you can sell it to. You can make anywhere from a few $100s a month to thousands of dollars a month going this method, but it is low ticket. So just remember, you are going to have to figure it out at scale and make a lot of volume and a lot of number of sales to see good numbers. So those are my 8 favorite online businesses you can start today. Like I said, there are 4 that I've personally done and had really good success with. That's service-based agency. Personally, for me, it was a marketing agency, software company, or SaaS, faceless YouTube, faceless social media, and the last one would be affiliate marketing. I've made very good money from each of these. I've made well over six figures from, and I like each of those because you don't need to be extremely experienced or have a strong background in online businesses, but there is a ramp up period for each of those, and you're going to have to learn some high level skills to help grow your online businesses. If you want to have a lifestyle like this where you can live in a villa, on an island, or anywhere in the world, I strongly, strongly recommend building an online business or finding out a way to make money online where you can work remotely on your own time from a laptop or your phone and anywhere in the world. If you have any questions, leave a comment below, and I'd love to hear what you guys would like more advice on and maybe what business ideas you think are your favorites for 2025. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.